Checking out another episode of the Three Dope Dads podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for joining, all your support. I am Mr. Mike Hill.
I'm Naeem Lynn.
I'm Malik S.
And we got a special guest in the house. This guy has been rocking stages for many years. Of course, he worked with Malik S over there on the neighborhood on CBS for many years as well. Mm-hmm. Talented guy, radio, television, film, on stage. My man, Jay Phillips out
Jay
of DC.
Phillips in the house.
What's happening, fellas? What's going on? Got me out here in my socks.
Yeah. Socks. I see you got your bombers on too.
Hey, man,
You're trying to give back as well. You know they give $1 to every sock sold. Right?
Hey man, you gotta warn somebody when you come to somebody's house and they be like, "Yo, this is a sock house." You know what I mean? We rock socks over here.
And by the way, he didn't tell me because I came in with a hole in my sock last week. And this nigga, because you can't even see our feet. He called me out on the air, didn't he?
Did I?
Yeah, you sure did.
You did.
You sure did. Called me out. I didn't even realize I had a hole. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You just gave me an idea. I'm getting slippers for everybody. I'm getting slippers for the pod, and then whoever the guest is, they're gonna have some slippers too, but they're not gonna be as nice as ours. We're gonna have.
We gonna have 3 dope dads.
I'm gonna get like some shit that's like cars or basketball sticks, some shit for us, some cool shit.
Now I like the slipper idea because that's what basically dads get for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Slippers,
and
some
ties.
Yeah. Underwear.
We should be selling merchandise.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, it's coming.
Okay.
I'm surprised Father's Day is still even going on, man. It's like, you know what they should do? We should merge Father's Day with Mother's Day, then that way we get celebrated.
You still ain't gonna get celebrated.
But at least we get something to eat, though. We'll be at the nice restaurant.
Well, you still be paying for it.
Yeah, you still be paying for it.
One way or the other.
Yeah, one way or the other. You still gonna get screwed, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have you here, Jay, man. Tell everybody out there, man, how many kids you got, man, and just, the ages and whatnot, and
All right, cool. You threw it right out there. Go to your kids. So my youngest is 14. I got all boys. My youngest is 14. Second oldest is 22. Third oldest is 27. And my oldest is 32.
Oh, you got a 32-year-old?
That's a bonus, right?
Yeah, man.
The oldest one is a bonus, right?
Bonus? What's the bonus?
Like he's not your biological?
No, they biological. They all biological. That's the last one's not with my wife.
The first one not with your wife.
The first one is not with my wife.
Oh, I'm about to say the last one. Wait a minute. You want to say that backwards?
No, the last one I mentioned.
Okay. She got interested real fast.
Yeah, I guess you got to put the number with it. Yeah, I guess.
I just saw your wife last week, bro. Like you were still with her at that time.
Yeah.
That's a ride or die.
You might need a daughter though, Jay, because ain't nobody gonna come see about you when you get older.
I know, man. I got
You gonna be in that nursing home just looking at the wall.
I got a granddaughter.
Okay, you got a grand. You good?
So
somebody gonna come check.
Somebody gonna come check on me. I think because she to the age where she don't even like me yet.
Oh wow.
But she'll come back around.
Oh, I know
How old
she'll
is
be
she now?
around.
Like a
How
baby?
old is
Still
she?
a baby?
She 2.
Two
Oh,
years.
she gonna come back
She don't like
around.
nobody.
No.
2 years don't like nobody, bro.
I know. I don't take it personal, but if they be like, I be like, hey, baby. She be like, I'm like, forget you. You be back.
Yeah.
Once you know, I pay her for everything.
You gotta treat them like you gotta treat babies like dogs and shit, man. You just give them like a little
Snack,
snack.
yeah, every now and then.
You know what I mean? Like somebody's house and the dog keep barking and you finally give him a French fry and now the dog love your ass.
Yeah.
And
Here's
they
a
be all
little
in your
Barbie.
face.
You want your Barbie? Yeah. All right, we cool again.
So with having 4 boys though, were you? And I know when you younger. I know when I was younger. When we younger men, and I'm not speaking for everybody. I guess I'm speaking for myself. You don't want a girl when you younger, but as I got older, I had my daughter. At first, I was like, "Oh, I'm having a daughter." Then when she got here, I was like, "Man, I love having a daughter." You know what I'm saying? Like as you got older, like your last 14-year-old, did you probably want a daughter?
Nah, I mean, I still didn't care. I didn't care either way. To be honest with you, my wife wanted a daughter.
I'm sure there's a lot of dudes in the house.
Man, so
A lot of piss on the toilet.
yeah, man.
Even the dog is a good boy.
Yeah, the dog is a guy. Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
That's true. But it really didn't matter to me, man. I felt like I was in a pocket to where I kind of know what I'm doing with a little boy. You know what I mean? And he's like, all right, I've been to this stage before. And I kind of recognize them all
you know, when they come in. So it's like, it feel like it give me a little bit more experience of, you know, to what they expect, because one, they've been raised the same, and they kind of like, you know, they brothers, they're the same blood. So they got a lot of the same, you know, quirks when it comes to, you know, when things happen. Like, you know, this 14-year-old right now, man, it's that transition period of like, nuts. You know, you know, the
wet dreams,
the nuts about to drop. You know what I mean? So like,
crusty ass socks in the bathroom now.
My balls used to itch like a motherfucker when I was that age, boy. I scratched the skin off them
You got Velcro drawers and shit.
Hey, but these kids got it so good, man, because we had to sneak to get porn. Now they got porn on their phone, right? Dude. Like, remember you had to put the tape back to where it was,
exactly.
So you wouldn't get caught.
I remember having to look at the Sears magazine at the underwear section
to get one off.
That's all I had, dog.
And it was all white women.
It was all white women in big drawers. There wasn't no thongs or no bikini.
No thick black girl.
No,
that's all you needed at that time.
That's
man.
it.
You're 12, 13 years old.
Man,
I'm glad I got all girls though, man. I mean, I know he said he got all boy. I'm glad I got both my daughters, obviously girls, because had I had a boy, I think I would have been a little too rough on him. Now, I know we got in a little trouble. I got in a little trouble because of the whole podcast and Mr. and Mrs. thing, whatever, when it came to somebody calling me that name. But at the same time, I think I would have been a little bit more strong-handed when it came to discipline. Like, I'm really soft when it came to my girls, but for a boy, if they would have back-talked me, I probably would have thrown their ass to a wall. Right. I just that's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm all about
don't make this a clip.
No, I would have. I mean, but you got to also understand the way I was raised too.
We feel you. Yeah. I just don't want this to be a clip, because then they're gonna like, oh, now this motherfucker want to kill his son.
But he ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing to that dude.
And that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't say anything to that dude too, because I don't want to spark his shit. But we'll get to that later, man. But I'm just saying, so like when it came to your sons, like was it a different way? Like you said, you treat them, raise them all the same, but was there a matter of strong-handed when it came to the discipline part of the aspect of it?
Here's the dynamic in my house, though. My wife is like, she is on it. You know what I mean? So like she walk in the house and change the energy. It's, hey, dude, pick this up, move that, get that, move the thing over there, get the whole. Right. So
and that's just you. That ain't even the kids yet.
Oh, that damn sure ain't me. But the thing is, I spend most of my time with them on some, hey, let's make sure shit's straight before she get home, so we all don't have to hear going through that, because it don't just stress her out and stress them out, it stress me out. So I ain't trying to hear it. So you know, I get to use that as a secondary of like, yo, let's knock this out before this time or what have you. But when it comes to that, like all of them have had that moment to where they felt like they could chest up a little bit. They could
buck up a little bit.
And, you know, I don't know what it is. I've been able to stay on the side of, you know, just a good nose to nose. I call them nose to noses. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to let them get me out of my, you know, my zone. And, you know, I normally can walk up to one of them and get right in their face and let them know I'm not fucking around no more, bro. That's pretty much it. Right. You know, at this time now it's man to man. If we having a problem, this ain't father son right now. This man to man.
Right.
So we gonna handle it like men, or we gonna stop this and continue on this loving relationship like we got.
So basically, you ain't never had to slam nobody.
You ain't had to, yeah.
I've gotten close. Okay. I've gotten close.
Yeah. You picked them up. You just ain't dropped them.
Yeah. I've gotten them up. I've gotten two of them up against the wall before.
All right. But, feet off the ground?
Oh, yeah.
Feet off the ground.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you know, I know we've all heard that, you know, this hurt you more than it hurt me type thing.
Yeah.
Like when I've gotten to that point of you know, anger in me, it
it put me to a point to where it tears me up for the next hour or two.
Because you're not like that.
I'm done, dog.
Right,
I'm like literally I got to go calm down to the point where it's a tear coming out of my eye. Like, damn, that's my son. I let my son get me to that, and it's like, I know what my switch is, and I would never want to unleash what my switch is on my sons.
Yeah.
Because it ain't ever coming back from that.
So this is a lesson, man. So for men with sons, when they try to buck up and you get to that point and you got to jack them up a little bit, how do you resolve things? I mean, obviously there's a conversation, there's a talk, but how would you resolve things to make sure that they understand that they came from a place of love?
If I do nothing else right, I know that whenever I get angry or whenever I get a little bit outside of myself when I'm having to communicate with them, I almost always, when everything calms down a little bit, go back and try to have a nice low-level conversation with them to say, hey, look, first of all, I'm going to say I apologize, not for disciplining you, but for allowing myself to get angry while I'm doing this. This is my job to teach you and to show you how to do things. So, it shouldn't make me feel the way that I got to. And for that, I apologize. Now let's try to get to the lesson. I try to give them a space to where I throw an alley-oop for them to apologize back. It don't always happen, but I feel like, if they gonna remember, if they gonna ever tell the story about the time dad snapped and did whatever, I'm gonna always be able to have the receipt of saying, but tell them about the next day when we went to go have something, when we went to go have a coffee. Tell them the next day about when we shot some hoops in the back and we talked it out.
Right.
Like don't just leave it at that. It's always another level to it.
What was something that happened that made you get to that point?
Man, I remember one time. And the thing is, most of the time, it's never a specific thing.
It's accumulation.
It's an accumulation.
Disrespect,
and it's exactly that.
Disrespect to do it every time.
It's how they present themselves to me when they doing things like and they be like, look, at this point, I don't like the way you talk. You talking to me in the way that I'm not supposed to be talked to.
Right.
Like, and I remember this part of it for sure. I remember saying to multiple sons before, I don't let nobody in the world talk to me like you just talked to me. This is that we at that level right now. That's it. Like, nobody talks to me like this. I don't give a damn who it is. So we're going to have to stop this right now.
Right.
And that's that switch that I don't want to get to. Like, I know I'm quiet. Everybody knows me as the I stay to myself and all of that. That's because I know my mean streak. I don't have an in between. I like to stay cool because if I get turned up, then I'm an asshole and I'm too much and I know that. And I'm in my 50s now, but in my early 20s. I didn't have no problem getting to that next level.
Yeah, right.
None.
Yep.
And I don't feel comfortable with that guy no more.
Right. Yeah. You know what the line is.
Yeah.
You think with that, and I know for me, it did something for me, with especially like when you was younger and you say you would turn up like that. You think having kids sometimes, this may be put a lot on it, could potentially save your life, save you from making crazy ass decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now you like, I would hurt this dude, but I got to go home to my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think that kind of probably saved you?
1,000%. I used to be, maybe this is too much information, but who gives a damn? I used to be a straight up gun on me at all times guy.
You grew up in D.C. though.
I grew up in D.C. Yeah. You. If you saw me, I had that thing with me. No matter
This
what.
is not to say that everybody in D.C. cares.
No, but I thought they give you a gun in D.C.
That's in Southeast. You were born with a gun in Southeast.
I thought they just give you one.
But I realized the extra attitude that gives you. You know what I
Right.
mean? My favorite question was what when I had my gun with me.
What?
You know, it's like what? You know, it's
And you weren't really asking the question.
and I wasn't asking nothing.
What you want to do, nigga?
Yeah, but for 100% sure, there was a time. Wow. Yeah, all right. There was a time where when my oldest son was in daycare, and there was a situation that happened at the daycare where they called, hey, it was an accident, blah, 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 blah. I said, all right, cool, accident. So I went and picked my son up, and for the first time, he was like real quiet and ran to me and just grabbed me real quick and all of that. And I was like, all right, cool, all right, that's whatever. And then she was like, yeah, you know, he was playing, you know, I had to sit him in the corner for something, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, whatever. And I put him in the seat and I took him home. And his mom, when I got there, was like, what is this bruise on his face? And the bruise was in it looked like fingers.
Oh.
It looked like like adult fingers. And that was a time where I'll just say that was the last time. That was the last time that I carried, because I had to go back over there and have a conversation, and I was prepared for whatever.
Right.
I was prepared for whatever, and good thing old girl followed me over there and tried to keep everything cool. But that was a moment where it was like, I better put this away.
Right.
And I went 10, 15 years without owning after that moment.
Wow. Yeah. So I think sometimes, man, I really believe kids be a blessing, and they can really save your life. They could, you know, not like health wise, but keep you from doing dumb decisions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we've all been in a situation like that before, where somebody did something to our kid and we had a decision to make.
Yeah.
Or even somebody do something to you, but you thinking about it like, I can hurt this dude, but then I'm gonna hurt a lot of people after I hurt this dude.
But I believe when,
You know what I mean?
when it happens to us, we just growing up, people gonna hurt you. People gonna be around.
Right.
You're gonna get in fights. You're gonna get in arguments with them. You got decisions to make, especially now when you start making some money and you start getting some notoriety. You know you got a lot to lose. You start thinking about that as well.
Right.
You don't want to go to jail. But when it comes to your kids,
that's
I know you like if you're dealing with something like at the ladies' school, and all of a sudden somebody picking on them. Like, it's one thing for it to be another kid, but if you have a problem with another kid picking on your daughter or your son, and you have a conversation with the parents and they don't do shit about it,
right,
then it makes you want to take it to another level.
Yeah, me being an older dad, I just handle things way differently than, y'all guys had kids when you were younger. So it's a lot of things that I really just kind of put into perspective. And I always go back to who I was as a kid and as a boy. So I always tell my daughter, I'm like, listen, if somebody touch you, you can give them a warning. I'm not like, yo, kick them in. Like, you can say, hey, don't touch me like that. I don't like that. You can give them a warning if you want, but if you want to go straight to the nuts, you can do that too. But I give these little fucking perverts the benefit of the doubt because I know who I was at that age, and I ain't mean no harm. My hormones was out of control. Right? You know what I mean? So I give them the benefit of the doubt, but I'm like, you give them a warning, and if they do it again, then it's up to you. I said, you can say something to the teacher right away. You can give them a warning. You can retaliate right away. It's up to you. I support whatever decision you make because it's going to happen at some point. After that warning, it's fair game.
Yeah, anything goes.
You know how to defend you learn how to defend yourself. A swift kick to the nuts will take a motherfucker down every time. Yeah. So, the only time that I've ever, because, she's gotten picked on at school sometimes, and I just be like, all right, what did you do? And she's always like, well, I don't want to do this because I don't want to get in trouble with the teacher. I'm like, I said, who do you care about getting in trouble with more, the teacher or me? And she says, you. I'm saying, exactly. So I'm telling you what I'm giving you permission to do. So whatever the teacher says, I'm coming to school to defend you. I told her she could do that shit. Right. And if you get suspended for it, so what? I got your back. We couldn't do that shit when we was fucking kids. Because the teachers went over everything. I don't know about y'all, but when I was in school, the teacher, I would never do no shit. Like, the teacher be wrong as hell. But I knew that if I did something or I said something out of line, then my mother's gonna be like, take the teacher's word over mine.
Yeah.
But I'm not with that shit.
I should have asked. So when you found out about the fingerprints on the face, was it from a student or from an adult?
No, that was an adult.
So that's what I'm talking about. Something different, like an adult putting their hands on your child, bro.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is what pisses me off. You can talk about me all you want to. You can do what the fuck you want to me. Right. Don't touch my children. Don't touch my and as public figures, all of us out there, we put ourselves out there for public ridicule, for feedback or whatnot. My whole rule when it comes to social media, man, don't fucking come for my kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even the shit that we went through with the whole thing that went viral when I was talking about how my daughter's son, like, man, don't say shit about, you can talk about their upbringing, like bad parenting and shit, or you want to say the way she was raised is fine. Man, don't fucking say nothing about my kids. I don't care because all bets are off. I don't give a fuck what I do, who I am. If you fuck with my kids, I'm fucking with you. Bottom line.
All day.
Man, people are, they call them keyboard warriors.
That's it.
So, yeah, I don't even let that shit get to me. Motherfucker say, oh, big head daughter. I'm just like, I just block him.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same, so the lady is still young, so she ain't on social media like that.
Yeah, she's on there via me, but she doesn't have her own shit. Yeah.
If you're older and you got kids and your kids are seeing these comments or whatever, that's a different level. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to deal with that because like I signed up for this shit.
Yeah,
she ain't signed up for it, and that goes for anything, not just that incident when I was doing sport. Don't say shit about my kids.
Block party, bro.
Yeah. Well,
because you can get all upset and you can go back and forth with them, and maybe that'd make you feel better for the moment.
But you know, I won't go back and forth. Yeah. I'm saying, like, I know it's mostly because we've been dealing with that.
It's a lot of bots too, man.
It's a lot of bots.
A lot of time you arguing with a damn computer chip. Yeah. So you got to remember that.
People start bringing up shit from your past. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
Right. People like, you deserve this, Mike. I'm seeing comments. I'm like, God damn, this is the first time I ever collab with Mike on a post. This type of shit he be getting on the regular.
But see, once again, when that shit don't even bother me, man, because I got a thick skin when it comes to that.
Right.
So you can say what the fuck you want to. That's why I even told y'all when it first came out, I was like, man, I ain't commenting. I'm gonna put one thing up here. I told you to pin that shit. Right. And that was gonna be my statement. I'm gonna leave the shit alone. I won't even talk about it. But I don't want to get it. It ain't about me. It's about you.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Jay, I gotta. You a coach. You coach your son, right?
Yeah.
So, my son never really played sports. He was more into music, and my daughter's cheerleader, so I ain't no cheerleader coach. But as a coach, do you find, maybe even with yourself or other parents that you notice, is there a line between pushing your kid and living through your kid? You know, because a lot of guys didn't make it and they just go so hard. So is there a line between that Joe Jackson and that, you know?
Sound like he calling you a failure.
Man.
your athletic career.
No, not him. I'm about to say as a coach. Because he see both sides. He see the parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, for the record, I made it to the NBA in the movies. Okay.
That was the ABA, man.
They weren't even the NBA in the movies.
No, but so I think there's a fine line, man. I've always been the way that I push my kids is I tell them, look, I was always an athlete. I was a very good athlete. I'm not telling you that I know everything, but I tell you what, I do know the things that you need to do to be great. Now it's up to you to do it. Like like my son now, we have a basketball court in the back. So it's just like, yo, if you want your shot to be nice, you can look right here. I'll show him a post. This dude right here, he's in high school. He's shooting 1,000 jumpers a day. You know, he's getting up in the morning, shooting 200 before he go to school. He's shooting 200 at practice at school. He's shooting there. If you're not getting 1,000 jumpers a day up, then there's no way that you're gonna be able to compete with the people who are doing this. That's the way I push more than anything. I'm not the guy I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. to wake you up at 5 a.m. for you to go outside and go practice.
Right.
I'll tell you that if you get up at 5 a.m. and you want to go practice, you come tap on my foot and I'll get up and come out there with you. But I'm not going to go wake you up to go get it done. Greatness is something that you got to want yourself, and that's what I learned from being an athlete. Nobody had to tell me to go outside in the back and go keep jumping until I can touch the rim. Mm-hmm. Nobody had to tell me to do that. Right. I mean, every time I saw a ball, I used to dribble to school. I used to dribble a tennis ball because it made me better. I used to put a basketball inside of a bag and dribbled until my handles was nice. It's like I figured all that out myself. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody teach me. It wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't no. You had to figure it out. But I tell them all of the things that I was able to do to get to the level that I was able to get to.
Shit ain't work though. Did all that. He was a goddamn comedian.
It worked out some kind of way, right?
Look, son, if you want to almost make it and do something else,
I'm cool with that.
In the bag.
I'm cool with that.
And then work on the set.
I'm cool with that.
Taught them how to pivot, though, bro.
Hey, look,
that's about pivot. It's a pivot.
The whole point of it is, like, you know, there's a level that we all get to, and most of us ain't gonna make it to the league, and that's just what it is. But I'm happy to be in the class of people the people who have played ball with me. That be like, but he can hoop. That's all I want out of life. Oh, he can hoop though.
Mm-hmm. As a coach, are you experiencing that some fathers you seen like, damn, he's just trying to live through his kid right now. He going way too hard.
I see a lot of it, man. Like. And right now, like I said, I'm coaching. I'm assistant coaching a travel basketball team, and you know, we just went to the Nationals in Vegas this past weekend, and shout out to the boys, man. They did a great job. We ain't win, but they
went 2-2, right?
Yeah, we went 2-2. We did fine. You know what I'm saying? So that the parents that we have are very supportive, and I don't see because it's a Christian based team.
Ain't nobody going pro in that. Yeah,
that's some ballers,
we got some.
They well off.
You see my people?
Yeah, I've seen them.
We got some hoopers over there for sure.
But they well off though. They not starving.
No, they got some guys, man, that you know, former NBA players' sons come out there and play. It's legit.
Yeah,
I used to a couple of years ago. That's me and Jay see each other in the gym because I used to bring this little kid that I was dating his mom and bring him to the game. He's a baller too. You know what I mean? So I know they got some legitimate players over there.
Well, Matt Barnes used to be in this organization with his with the twins. So I mean, it's a legit org. You know what I mean? But well, you know, the parents that I have and the parents that we with now, they good folks. But we play against a lot of people that the parents I hear them on the sideline and they chirping, and I can see. You know, I can see the fear of the basketball player on the court not looking at the coach for directions. They looking at the parent or the dad. Instead, you know, he's like, get over here, move and do the thing and then the coaches be like, yo, I told you to do this. Right. And now you got somebody out there that can't hoop because they conflicted between listening to your dad and listening to your coach. And, you know, that's a terrible place to be. And I learned from that as a person who's because I don't even look at myself as a full blown coach. I'm more of a mentor out there. I'm out there to give you the details. I'm letting the head coach, and when he's head coaching, when you get snatched out the game, I'm gonna come over there and sit by you and tell you exactly why. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do when you get back out on the floor. I'm trying to eliminate the thought. You don't have to think when you get out there because it's going to be so clear by the time you get out there is nothing. And I think that's what a lot of the kids need instead of like harsh, heavy, you know, coaching. You do need that at some point in time. You do need to have somebody who's going to be able to, it's a good cop, bad cop situation. And I'm a better good cop when it comes to a coach as opposed to the bad cop.
Right. But isn't our jobs as parents to help our kids reach their full potential? So if your kid, you see that they got great basketball skills, right? Now, obviously, it's got to be a love that he's got to have for the game to want it himself. But if he's lackadaisical, he's going out with his friends, and he's telling you one thing, right? If he's telling you, I want to make it to the NBA, he keeps telling you all that, but he's not showing you that he's putting in the work. Isn't there a part of you that needs to push them to help them reach that full potential?
Somewhat, but I mean, look at all of the things that they could be great at. I also thought that my son wanted to be a professional esports guy. You know, so I gave him all of the computer equipment that he needed in order to follow that as well. But at some point in time, it has to click with him. You know, now he doesn't want to do that no more. He wants to do something else. At first he wanted to, he wanted your job. He wanted to do sports commentary. And my son will sit here and talk sports with you all day as a 14-year-old. But I believe that it's my job, and especially as someone who has means, someone who has people in my circle of reach, that, all right, cool. You say that you want to be a soccer player. All right, bet. One of my homeboys his son is a professional soccer player. Let me see if I can get to the guy to come holler at you and give you some game or some stuff that you may not be able to heard before. And I feel like as a dad or as a parent that, your job is to put them in the position of learning from someone who has been to a higher level. I'm not supposed to know everything. I ain't supposed to, just because I ain't make it to the league don't mean I can't get the best out of my son. Just because, but what I can do is I know the person who can.
Right.
I got $1,000 for you so you can go do a couple sessions with this NBA coach. I got that, and that's, to me, is, you want to box, bet, let's go. I could take you over to the gym to where there's a Golden Gloves boxer there. You want to know jujitsu? Bet. I know a guy who knows a guy that can get you. I can get you shaking hands with one of the Gracie, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I think that, my job is to use my experiences and my knowledge and my outreach to use that experience to help, give them opportunities that they wouldn't be able to have any other way.
Yeah, I'm in that tough space where my daughter is lazy as hell. She don't want to do shit. But I'm trying to get her into sports. She's 10, bro.
Also 10 though.
She's 10 years old.
Bro, y'all wasn't playing.
You ain't got a job yet?
Y'all wasn't playing.
But we boys though.
Yeah,
Man.
I understand that. I understand that, right? But I want my daughter to get into some type of physical activities that's going to benefit her in the long run. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm forcing her to do anything. Right. And she's doing so good in school that I like to make that the priority.
You try martial arts?
She goes to this shit called Bully Buster sometime, but it's so far away, and she be having so much homework. Bully Buster.
I know that.
That's
I know that group.
Yeah.
That's where they learn how to kick somebody in the nuts.
You learn, basically, you learn how to defend yourself, but they teach boxing, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, and maybe taekwondo, something else, right? And they have it Monday through Friday. And she likes it, but a lot of times I feel like she be doing stuff just to make me happy.
Yeah.
But when she gets there, she likes it. She likes playing with other kids, and she likes to learn how to fight a little bit. But I don't want to force her to do anything. I'm more like you, like, hey, I'm here to support whatever it is that you decide you want to do right now. As long as you getting your education and you doing good in school, that's what's most important to me, because we have a habit, especially black folks, we have a habit of looking for our kid to be something other than simply a scholar. Right. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to get? What sport? Or what you going to do that's going to make you fucking famous or make us a bunch of money?
Yeah, that's great.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So because she's a good student, I just let her live. But I be telling her, like, you got to get off that iPad, off that laptop sometime. And then when I make her do some artwork or something creative, it's always amazing. Like, she has the potential to do a lot of things in life. She's a great writer. Sports, it just ain't going to be that. But I maybe one day she'll get into something.
I had to find that out because I was a young dad. I be like Jay I was a young dad. I was 20 years old, growing up in Miami, and I made my son play football. And then I
Trying to get a scholarship to the U.
Yeah, you know, I made him play, and then I realized like this little dude don't want to play football. He's just doing it because I told him he got to play. You could tell he tried to do it, but I was like, okay, it's not really.
When
him.
did you come to that
It was early.
understanding?
It was early, and then what happened was
When he didn't play in games for 3 years.
and what happened was I started traveling a lot too.
That nigga ain't getting no run.
Once I started traveling, his mom was like, I ain't taking him because he don't want to go. But when I was home, he would want to go. That's when I knew, oh, he don't really want to go.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
So when I be out
You-
of, like, she's like, he ain't want to go. But whenever I was home, he would want to go. That's when I'm like, he don't want to do it.
Got 3 concussions because his dad.
He's just doing it for me. But, you know, growing up in Miami, that's just the culture. You play football. Like, even if you suck, you have to play. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. You know what I mean? So that's just what I knew. And, you know, and as I got older and a little more mature, it's kind of like, you know, I got to where Naeem is at now. It's just kind of like, all right, well, whatever you want to do, kind of like what Jay is saying, I'm going to support it however I can help you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I try to help whatever that thing is. And like Naeem said, which is so true, and I can be honest about it now that I'm older, yeah, I did want my son to be like rapper, not saying rapper, but a thing. Like,
Something.
You know what I'm
Something
saying?
other than just a regular
right,
working.
just
Not like just be a
9 to
nurse,
5,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And
some
as-
in the entertainment field.
Yeah, as you mature,
athlete,
you realize like, oh no, that's great. You know, but
Right.
again, I was a young father.
Right.
Without a father.
Right.
So I'm learning how to be a father
You still
on
trying
my
to be a
own.
rapper at 20.
You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to be a father on my own. The way I learned how to be a father, and I know I made a lot of mistakes, but the one thing that helped me be a father was the one thing I could do was like, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do what my father did. So I try to avoid those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like just being a true father, I'm sure I was winging it and then messing up a lot, but I was like, I'm going to be present though. I'm going to be there.
So if your son shows some, like if he was funny, right? You guys are all comedians. If they were funny, would you try and like encourage them to go into comedy?
I would, whatever my son wants to do, if he really wants to do it, I'm going to support him. You know what I'm saying? If he really wants to do it, you know what I'm saying? If it's something, you know, that I can help with, I'm going to help. You know, I'm just like, kind of like Jay said, we all got resources and we got outreach. So whatever you want to do, I'm sure I can call somebody, I can call somebody, I can call somebody. You know what I mean?
Like my son now, like I struggle. That's one thing that we struggle with is he's very popular in school.
The 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's class clowny. He's funny. He's hilarious. Just in personality. You know what I mean? He's a very funny dude. But you know, and his mom is like, you should do some comedy. I gotta get you into acting. I gotta get you into this. And every time she does it, he pushes back like, nah.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah, I'm just hey, ho, you know what I mean? And it's like, and I had to slow her down a lot. And I'm like, yo, look, this game ain't for the weak. Like if you don't love it, it'll kill you. It'll legitimately pull your confidence out of you. It'll drain. It'll put you into a depression. There's a lot of things that are so close to that you can get to that is not worth it if you don't absolutely love and want to do this. So it's like, I've had that battle with her for a long time where it's like, nah, you should make him get into this and make him, it's like, nah, I'm not going to make him. But at summertime, I'll be like, hey, look, they do have a comedy camp down at the Laugh Factory. Now, all the people you see on TV, those are my friends. I could take you down there. We can go in there. I go in there with you and we can hang out and see if you like it or not. Nah, Dad, I ain't want to do that.
Right.
Bet, no big deal. But, I do have a problem with him, with his teachers, like of him finding that balance of being funny and likable in school, but not being a distraction to everybody else. And that's a line I had to find myself. So it's like, all right, I can't get so mad at you because you are exactly what I was doing when I was your age. I was
DNA.
It's like
nuts.
I can't say I can't. I don't know. It's like I figured it out one day. There was a time where I was class clowning and having fun, and then something clicked, and I was still having fun, and looked up and shit. I was like, oh, I'm on the honor roll. Like, all right, I was able to nail both of them. All right, cool. I was funny and messing around, but I had a 1.8 grade point average, and I missed basketball this year. I couldn't hoop for the school. I can't. Yo, wait a minute. Something clicked. Right. All right, wait. I gotta fix that. And I was like, and until you run into that wall yourself, to me, there was no way of balancing that. And I had to wait for him to have those experiences. He's starting to turn the corner, but this is going to be his first year in high school. So we're about to start that all over again. He's going in as a student athlete, in the ninth grade. He's going to play on their basketball team. And basketball players at the high school get a different type of social acceptance than a regular student did. So he's like, good. He's pretty good. So he'll be able to. It's going to be a whole nother thing that he's going to have to learn and balance. And and the thing that's harder for me is that right now, this tournament that just happened last weekend, this is my last few weeks of coaching my kids ever. I've coached my 33-year-old, my 27-year-old, my 22-year-old, my 14-year-old. I've been coaching for 25, 30 years. And this is it. This is it.
This is your last chance for that $1 million baby, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's your last chance unless you bust another seed, bro.
You got to get a ring.
You got to come on, man. You got to be the one to make it, bro.
I mean, but I didn't coach for that. To be honest with you,
Jay, you ain't never thought one time, because your son's good.
My son is good.
Your son's good for his age. Your son is really good. You ain't thought one time, man, like, oh God, man, he might be the one to make it. Ain't that potential? And start thinking about the NBA. Does your mind even allow you to go there yet?
To me, I'm being honest, man. I don't like putting that type of expectation on him.
No, you ain't got to tell him. I'm talking about in your mind, your own mind.
Even for me.
Okay, all right.
To where it's like, I am extremely happy. First step, if you make your high school basketball team and you play on varsity, you got stories for the rest of your life. Now, the next step is if you're good enough to make it to college basketball and to be able to play college basketball at any, or college sports at any level, D1, D2, D3, that's a whole nother step. And NBA, that's a dream. That's absolutely. But I am extremely excited about each one of those steps that you're able to knock off, like all of them. High school basketball for me was very short-lived because my grades kicked me off the team.
1.8 to do that, Jay.
Hey man, it's not my proudest moment, but it's something that I make sure that my other sons have experienced that. My older son played football at Granada, and then my next son down, he got a city championship at playing basketball at Chatsworth, and then this son's going to another high school, so he'll have his own experience. So my job is to get you to that story that you could tell for the rest of your life and make you feel okay about you don't have to make it to the NBA for me to be as proud of you, because I just need you to do better than I did.
I love you said that, man. That means a lot. And I'm not saying that anybody's a better father than anybody else, but to me, this is the way you should parent when it comes to a child who has that kind of potential to make it to the NBA. I got into a big beef with LeVar Ball some years ago because online. Well, I interviewed the nigga face to face. I told him straight up. I'm like, man, I think he's pushing his own dreams on his kids, which is kids obviously made it to the NBA. Two of them did, but at the same time, when you say that you had children to raise NBA players, and that you were married to a woman to have so that she can give birth to NBA players,
right?
That is, to me, putting a lot of expectation.
That's living through your kids.
That's living through your kids. And once again, I got back and forth with people online saying you can't tell. I'm not telling him how to raise his children. I'm just saying, man, it's one thing for you to say something about yourself, but it's another thing to put that type of expectation and pressure on your child. And because a lot of times when you hear these parents doing things like that, and me being in the world of sports, I see it a lot. You never hear from the child. How often do you actually hear from the child about what they want?
Right.
About what they want to do. And I'm not, once again, I ain't knocking anybody. Bronny James made it to the NBA, obviously, but how many times you hear Bronny James say, I want to play in the NBA, I want to play with my dad early on? You know what I'm saying? You just never heard that.
Yeah, it was Bron.
It was always the parent pushing and putting those expectations on that. And we got to remember, even though they're teenagers and they look like an adult, they're still children.
Yeah.
A lot of times, parents pressure their kids into being something, and they actually make it.
Yeah.
But then don't fuck with their parents, like Michael Jackson,
Right.
Joe Jackson,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Because you created, although you may be this person that I may have wanted to be, the trauma that you created while doing so,
Right.
makes me not want to fuck with you.
You robbed me of my childhood.
Because yeah, exactly. You have robbed that child of their childhood and the things that they really want to do probably in life.
And you know, there's in psychology, a lot of times when adolescents go through trauma, right? What happens is if you go through trauma as like an adolescent, there's a part of your brain that stays at that age. The rest of your brain can develop to be 40, 30, whatever, but you can be 70 years old. It's a part of your brain that's 16. And then you can see that right now. If you just look at some of the people sometimes, when you look at grown people, you be like, why they act like that? If they have some kind of trauma and part of their brain not developed. That's why you'll see grown ass dudes sagging their pants, and you just like, this dude 43 years old, why is his booty out? Like, he got trauma, dude.
I need that dick hard part of my brain to be
16, 17, 18. You know they got honey. They got honey for that.
You want to be stuck at that?
That honey will make your mind go there in your
Where
body.
is it at? I need to massage that part of my brain right now.
You want that 16-year-old hard?
70, man.
Hey,
55, and I got that, boy. The 18 ain't nothing, boy.
Boy, that 20-year-old hard? That 20-year-old hard is a different hard, boy.
Oh, my goodness, bro. I'm telling you, they got some shit with that, bro. Y'all better get on that, mother. It ain't Viagra. Oh, we going offline.
No, hey, we going offline. They want us to advertise it. They gotta,
I know. Yeah, we will advertise for Viagra.
I
shit.
would.
If Deion Sanders wearing fucking Depends, shit, we can advertise anything.
And got his hair done.
And I'm gonna do that next. I'm gonna do that next. Like this next episode, we're gonna talk about the motherfuckers that need to tell their children that they ain't gonna make it. You know what I mean?
That's a conversation.
That's a
serious moment, though.
Yeah, that you about you being a rapper, you 40. You probably ain't gonna have.
You ever thought about being a CNA or something? Like, that's a good job.
I mean, I have my oldest son. He's in music. He does. He just dropped another project. You can't call them albums no more. They're not albums, but
EP,
yeah,
LP, whatever,
whatever they are. And for a long time, he was, he's into a style of like rap ish type, not ish, and I'm not doing it to down. It's just that it's like Travis Scott isn't quite like rap.
Rock rap type. Yep.
So that's kind of his lane, and it took a lot. Just like in doing stand up and everything else, it takes you some time to find your voice into what it is that you're doing.
Trying to be like everybody else.
Yeah. So I found, for a long time, it would be the same thing. I tell him like, yo, this ain't my genre. This ain't my thing. But I'm here to support it. But this is not my, just like, it's like listening to country music to me. It's like, all right, I can tell when something's good, but it's still not going to make me want to be all in with it. And, just now, just the last one that he dropped, it's like I was, I'm listening. I was in the kitchen one day and I heard some music playing, and I thought it was just on, and it was on Amazon. They was, listening to it through Alexa or whatever. And, the next song came on and I kept thinking, I was like, yo, that voice is familiar as hell. And it was his music.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it was just like, oh shit, that's pretty dope. Then the conversation's different. Then it's like, hey, I know you don't never share, he never comes. So for years he would never come and say, yo, I just dropped another song, Dad, you want to check it out? He just wouldn't do it.
Right.
And I understand why, and I feel like, damn, did I mess that up? But you know, we were able to have the opportunity to where it was like, I got to go to him and say, yo, I heard that joint you did, man. That was all right, bro. Like, where's the rest of it? Why aren't you posting about it? And why aren't you, what are you doing to try to help market yourself and get you out there? So, allow me to help with my resources, or at least my knowledge of what I've learned about social media and entertainment marketing and things like that. Let me be able to share some of that with you and figure it out, and so that's been a whole different kind of cool relationship. And once again, he's to the point now, he's at the age where it's just like, I do it because I love to do it.
Right.
If it's
a great reason to do it.
If it pops, great. Yep. If not, man, I'm a get back in this garage. I built him a studio in my garage. We split it. Is
he still living with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he stays there. I mean, he goes out and comes back, but yeah, he's there. You know how it is when you in your 20s.
You got a revolving door.
Yeah, it's all good, man. You got space. So he come back, and then he got a spot in the garage where he goes in and he makes his music or whatever. So it's like, no matter what, that's his safe place. That's where he feels he can be creative, and I feel like we all need something like that. And just so happens, we have all found to be able to make a living off of the thing that we love to do, and the thing that we would probably be doing even if it didn't pay us as well as it does. We would be doing a form of what we're doing right now.
Because you found your passion.
We found your passion. This is your why. We're living in our why. Mm-hmm. And, and if that's what it takes for him, we was joking about basketball and stuff. All right, cool. I hooped at a level that I got to. And the thing is, I did it because I loved it. I didn't give a damn if I ever made it somewhere else, but I did it for the reason of knowing that I'm doing something that I love to do. And by the time we finish hooping today, you're going to walk away and be like, old boy got some game. Mm-hmm. And that's all I need. I don't care about nothing else other than that.
All you want is, nice.
He's nice.
He's nice. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But, that's the one beauty about doing music, though, that we can't experience. If you do music, you could literally just do music. And you don't have to put it out. You can just do your music, enjoy it, keep it with a nice little tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do music and just share it with y'all or whatever. Like, we don't have that luxury, though. When you do comedy, you have to do it. You have to put it out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to get a response. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can't just do, like, I just do music, I'll share it. Because you'll see a lot of older rappers or whatever. They be like, I do music all the time, just don't put it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
It's niggas that just do comedy like that, though. He's around here just getting up on stage sometimes.
They be 68 years old at open mic.
Mad at me because I just started. Hey, man, thanks for being a dope dad, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate sharing the couch with a couple more dope dads.
Yeah, man, Jay been a dope dad, man. Jay came on the neighborhood, did his thing. I remember Jay called me. He was like, hey, man, they trying to get me on there, man. What I need to do? I was like, hey, man, come in there and do your thing, man. Jay came in there and did his thing, man.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
It's a hard situation sometimes to, even on the acting side, but even on the writing side, to join a group of people that's already been kind of together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you like the new booty. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? That's not an easy thing to do.
I was like, he ain't just say that.
Yeah, I ain't never heard new booty.
Yeah, we heard it.
I mean,
I'm too old for the Paul shit, bro. Hey, it's my thing with the Paul shit, and I'm gonna shout out to my man D-Lay because he said it too.
I'm gonna say
I don't do the Paul shit because here's my thing with that. If you thought about dick, that's on you. I know what I was talking about.
But it's one thing.
Nah, nigga, I know what I was referencing.
Hold on, it's one thing to say something that sounds a little suspect and you make it that, but you actually said new booty.
New booty.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that before.
So
Yeah,
You
we
heard
talking about some new booty.
but what the booty got to do with it? That's what I'm saying. Like if you ain't talking
The
about
new
that,
guy. It's a reference to new guy.
that's prison. Talk
Nah.
The prison talk. When you say new booty,
Nah, bro.
that is actual prison talk. There's some new booty coming in. We about to fuck.
It's the new guy, but I don't
Okay,
do,
the new guy.
I don't do pause because I'm secure with me. I know what I was talking about.
Bro. It's all
If y'all go to dick, that's on y'all, man.
I didn't go to dick. I went to booty.
Whatever you go to, that's for y'all to deal with,
dick
man.
and no booty.
Hey, that's whatever trauma y'all had when y'all was a
Anything's
kid.
wrong with that. Just in case we got some, dads.
Nah, but you know, Jay came in there and did his thing, man. You know, so
it was weird because I came in as the new guy. but you know, I came in with experience, just not at network experience. You know, like all of the shows that I've written for in the past are and you know, I love all of these platforms because they're part of my journey. But it was Bounce TV, TV One, the
black shit.
There it is.
Yeah.
Loved every piece of it.
Which is still great networks. By the way.
Yeah, loved every piece of it.
Check different.
Check is way different, but
no lunch.
lunch.
Hey,
y'all don't even have a right to say, but you ain't got no table.
and they came to Jay and say, "Hey Jay, what you order for lunch? What you want to order for lunch? What y'all mean lunch?"
I was like, "Y'all's going to pay me?" So it was just different experiences, man, and to be able, So I always thank you for for helping me get through there, man, and making that transition from what was done and what's supposed to be done, how it's supposed to be.
And another thing I'll say for Jay, man, and this is something that most people won't think about. I thought about it because I'm in there and I can see it. You got to think Jay's coming in as a full-grown man, right? But he's coming in on the lower level of the writing thing. Mm-hmm. So it's like he's a full-grown man, but it's younger people that's higher, and you got to respect that kind of like that order, and he handled it well. But that's not an easy thing to do if you're a grown-ass man and you got a 25-year-old that's like 3 steps above you, and they get to speak more than you.
Well, just listening to him, you can tell he doesn't have much of an ego. You know what I mean?
Right.
He believes in himself, but he ain't got no ego, man, which messes a lot of people up.
Jay is one of those people that when he said he was coming on, I was like, of course. Like, Jay's one of those people that
talked to him about it too. Yeah.
I really like him. I'm a fan of his work. I admire him. I consider him somebody I could even confide in. But I just be forgetting about this nigga.
And he live right down
the street.
He live right around the corner. All of us. We all neighbors.
I just seen him. I was like, Dad, a fight party last night. Why I ain't invite Jay? I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah. But it's you know what, man, and I appreciate that, and I hear that, and we've had this conversation before, but it's like, I be so wrapped up into the family shit, like I just call it dadding. I be home dadding, you know what I mean? And
you be out of sight for sure.
Yeah, and it's like, I'll be trying to, I try to get out and say what's up to everybody when I can, and that bothers me. By the time I'm finished dadding, it's 9:30, so it's like, all right, cool. I ain't gonna hit you now. Yeah, so I ended up being, all my crews are, my cigar guys and my golf guys, that I can go play some golf with in the daytime or go hit a cigar with, after 9, after everybody's settled and everything. So, I'd love hanging out with all you guys over here on the couch, man. And, I say it all of the time, and I'm gonna continue to try to do it. But I'm gonna make an effort to make sure that I present myself more, so we can have some more social things happening off. That'd be dope.
Yes,
I need
sir.
that.
They stay home with your wife, bro. Believe me.
I need to get out the house, Mike.
Satisfy these niggas, man.
I ain't satisfying you. I need to get out the house, Mike.
Oh, you need to get out the house. Okay. All right. Your wife got used to your ass being at home. All of a sudden, you gonna go out the house, nigga. Let me tell you.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, Jay. Even though it was right down the street, you ain't have to go far.
That's right.
We appreciate you,
ain't
man.
no gas money. It's all good.
Jay was one of the solid comedians, man. One of the solid comedians. Always
Tell them where they can
consistent.
find you, man.
Yeah, man. On everything right now is Jay Phillips Live on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, and my podcast that I do as well. Mind of the Quiet Dude. You can check that out on YouTube / Mind of the Quiet Dude podcast. We've been going for 4 or 5 years, and once again, we talked about those passion projects. That's something that I've never really sought any platform to pick me up. I've never sought any sponsorship. I've never done any of that. But what I have done is I've dumped a whole lot of my time and a whole lot of my energy into a situation that's in my garage. I got a full podcast studio that I sit in there and I have fun with, and me and my guys, we get down and we just talk trash, and it's so therapeutic that I'm almost afraid to let it get out to the whole world. I got my tribe. I got my folks that come in every week and they do it and they watch it. But it's not the million followers. It's not all of that. It's real personal. It's Howard Stern style. It's just we talk about stuff that happened throughout the week in our lives, and we talk about the stuff that happens trending, that not just trending, but stuff that affects me personally, or stuff that I that bites on me, whether it's sports or just something stupid. And I try to stay away from politics because I hate arguing.
You talking sports? I ain't never been on there before. Hey man, Mind of the Quiet Dude, man. Make sure y'all check that out, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Jay.
My guy.
Yeah,
sir.
bro.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that's gonna wrap up another episode.
Yeah, man.
Always good, man. Make sure you guys always follow us, subscribe.
Everybody's
been chiming in, man. Yeah. All the good and bad comments, man. We just appreciate the feedback.
Man.
Really.
Tell somebody. Hey.
And shout out to the Breakfast Club.
They played a clip from us.
Played one of our clips, man. Talking about, they had a really good conversation on that, man. So we continue to grow, man. But we need you guys to continue to watch the 3 Dope Dads podcast. I'm Mike Hill.
I'm Naeem Lynn, and Mike, you a dope dad, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
No matter what they say.
You know what? No matter what they say, I'm going to continue to be a dope dad, man.
Right.
That's the main thing.
I'm Malik S, y'all. Keep supporting, please, man.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Holla.